Good afternoon. We hope you're somewhere cool because we are again under a heat advisory today as we near record-breaking temperatures.
Well, that, of course, casts a very big problem for all those people who have to work outside, or pretty much anyone who doesn't have air conditioning. And that includes students in many Denver schools, some so overheated that the school district let many of the students out early today. Because right now there are more than 40 DPS schools that don't have air conditioning, and safety when it comes to this type of heat, well, that's a concern for students and staff.
Absolutely. And the district put 14 schools on early release to ensure those classrooms are empty during the hottest hours of the day. 9 News reporter Rachel Kraus joins us live outside Stedman Elementary School. And Rachel, kids there were sent home by 1 p.m.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They were sent home by 1 o'clock, but on a normal day, they'd be getting out, well, right about now, around 4:10 or so in the afternoon. And teachers say it's those few hours in the afternoon when the building goes from uncomfortable to unbearably hot. Waiting in this hot August heat, Stedman Elementary mom Ashley Ambrose waits to pick up her son Jordy 3 hours early from his second day of school.
I know that it was pretty hot in the classrooms, so totally understand why they're choosing to cut the day short.
With no AC in classrooms, teacher Deborah Sims-Farrard says their first day of school was rough.
Up until, I'd say 1, we were fine. But then when they came back in, there was no relief. It was a hard day.
Fans running, blinds down, but still.
It is very difficult to manage a classroom when it's 90+ degrees. I had students, some had headaches, the thirst was constant.
Making her sick.
But I literally broke out in a heat rash yesterday.
By 11 a.m., it was 79 in the cafeteria, one of 2 spots where there's AC running inside Stedman. Upstairs, Spanish lessons happen in an 87-degree classroom. Classes staying hot through the afternoon, topping 80 degrees. Safety concerns from that heat, why they're letting out early today.
I'm grateful for the flexibility that the district has given me to say, this is a little too hot in this school, and this is an optimal learning environment for students.
I think letting out at 1 is certainly helpful. Is it enough?
All eyes here on the forecast for tomorrow, hoping for cooler weather and a full day of school.
Just keeping an eye on emails, no word yet, so we'll just see.
Stedman is one of 24 schools that was selected to get AC when voters approved a bond back in 2020, and work did start here over the summer, but delays kept them from finishing, so it'll be another year before this building gets AC. Tom and Kim.
All right, Rachel, and we're talking about that forecast in just a couple of minutes with Kathy. We'll have some information for DPS and everyone coming up in just a few seconds. But we want to let you know that Denver Public Schools does have a list of the 31 schools that still do need air conditioning. Coming up at 6 tonight on Next, we'll see how they decide which schools get relief from the heat first. All right, Kathy, so everyone wants to know, how much hotter is it going to get, or how much longer will we stay this hot?
I think this is probably the worst of it. Yesterday and today, we're going to slowly watch those temperatures drop into the 70s by Friday, with some beneficial rain showers coming in to close out this record-setting week. 97 degrees so far today, downtown and at the airport, just missing the record by 1 degree, but day's not over yet. And you'll notice the air quality, not great. We've got wildfire smoke from the Canadian wildfires coming in, high levels of ozone. We have an air quality alert and a heat advisory that is out until 8 o'clock tonight because of the difficult conditions for outdoor workers and for folks that don't have AC and adequate shelter and shade from the oppressive heat. We were 99 degrees yesterday. We're watching some moisture move into western Colorado, but hard pressed to see those showers move over Denver. Little thunder and lightning around Broomfield and Boulder, but it's wind and lightning, something we don't want to see when you have heat advisories, high fire danger. And again, those heat advisories extend across about 30 states today, but also Denver Denver and northeastern Colorado through 8 o'clock tonight. It's tinder dry out there, humidity values in the teens, gusty winds, not to the extent we saw yesterday, but southeast winds with these dry conditions create red flag conditions, and we're very concerned about extreme eastern Colorado from Ray to Burlington, where temperatures are back in the triple digits today. Currently 96 in Denver, 100 in Lamar, and 94 in Greeley. Slow slide heading into the dinner hour, but very warm and very dry. Relief is coming, as we mentioned. We'll detail that and look ahead to the weekend forecast in just a bit.
Okay, thanks, Kathy.
2 women claim an Adams County deputy assaulted them, but he won't face any charges. We talked to those women last month. Linda Hurley and her daughter Erica Smith told us they ended up in the hospital. This after a fight with Officer Ezekiel Spots at the Walmart in Thornton. Hurley says her daughter bumped her cart into Spots as they were leaving the store. Hurley told us they tried to leave, but Spots followed them to their car and became violent. The district attorney ruled there wasn't enough evidence to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the deputy committed a crime. The sheriff's office says Spots is still facing an internal investigation within the department.
Police in Parker are looking for a driver who hit and killed a person and then kept driving. Police say the man first shoplifted from the Walmart on Parker Road. When an officer tried to pull him over, he sped away, ran a red light, and hit and killed a person on a crosswalk. You're watching dash cam footage of the chase before that crash. Police say the suspect was driving a 2005 white Chevy Monte Carlo with license plate AWRS39. That car may have a cracked windshield. If you have any information, call Parker Police.
John Eastman became the second defendant charged with interfering in the 2020 election to surrender in Fulton County, Georgia. Eastman, of course, a former CU visiting professor accused of being the legal architect of the Trump team's plan to try and overthrow the election. He has since left CU, but now the Colorado Republican Party has hired him as their lawyer. He's representing them in their legal fight to end open primaries. Eastman now faces a racketeering charge as well as 8 other counts in Fulton County. He had an agreement with the DA's office to get out of jail on a $100,000 bond. Today, though, Eastman did tell reporters he still thinks the 2020 presidential election was stolen.
Do you still think the election was stolen?
Absolutely. There are the 16 other defendants that have until Friday to turn themselves in. Former President Trump says he'll be surrendering to authorities there on Thursday.
West Nile virus is getting more deadly in Colorado. Today, Boulder County and Larimer County reported their first West Nile deaths this year. The state is reporting 3 West Nile deaths. The other happened in Weld County. So far, 72 people have gotten sick with West Nile in Colorado. 41 of them had to go to the hospital. All the rain that we saw this summer created just the ideal breeding ground for mosquitoes. The only thing you can do is wear bug spray and long sleeves.